Hey guys, welcome back. It's Paula here, and we are doing our budget closeout from the Paycheck budget for the November 1st paycheck. This is the final one that I'm going to be doing here on paper, as I'm really trying to share my spreadsheet because I want it to be as authentic as possible, and that's what I'm doing. So that's what I want to share. I wouldn't do this page if it wasn't for showing it on here. So this is the final one that we'll see closed out like this. So let's jump in. Our income as far as pay was as expected. $1333.95 is my net pay. And my husband's net pay is $1540.89. My mileage check was $355.63. Roundups for putting cash back in is $3.32. And then, so we had a couple other categories. So we had 2604 was mileage reimbursement from our flex, from like miles driven to an appointment out of the area. And then 6466 was my out of area, so like out of my normal travel area for work. It's a separate check from my mileage. So that was 6466. And $140 from a completed savings challenge went in. So that leaves kind of our other category here at $230.70, which leaves our total inflow for this pay period at $3,464.49. So if we come down now into our fixed category of expenses here for donation, our donation amount, I added some things in the month of November for causes that I would like to contribute to each month. So the amount was $197.37. REC is our electric bill, and that was $284.97, as we're finally seeing the decrease from air conditioning not ever being on. Car insurance, I just had to pay what was left of the 6-month premium after I had set aside for 5 months, so that remaining amount was $56.31 as I budgeted. Life insurance was $131. XM radio was $6.48. My kids' insurance was $40. I set aside $30 for half of the internet bill. Our school lunch bill ended up being $120.95. That's lunch and breakfast for 3 kids whenever they eat. $7.48 for Amazon Prime. $12.83 for Kindle Unlimited. $5.29 for HP Instant Ink. My half of the garbage, the bill increased again, so my half was $55 this month. YouTube TV bill was $78.10. And let's do the math. All right, and that leaves our total fixed expenses at $1,025.78. If we subtract that from the $34.64.49 that we started with, that leaves us with $2,438.71 left to budget. Moving down to my variable expenses, groceries did get to $80. Eating out got $100. Beauty got $50. Drinks got $20. In allowance, we spent $123. Work meals got 20. Car washes got 0. The diesel bill ended up being $85.87. And donuts was 12. All right. Okay, that is $690.87 for variable expenses. So if we subtract that from $2438.71 that we had when we went into variable expenses, we are now left with $1747.84, which we are carrying up to our sinking funds. All right, so we set aside $25 every paycheck for Christmas. For LP, we did $50 towards winter heat. We put nothing in the 100 envelope challenge. We did $50 into the online kids sinking fund. For gas, we ended up, my original budget, that's interesting, I don't know what that was. My original budget was $140, and then I put both the flex mileage reimbursement and my work, the out of area, so 64, 66, 2604, and 140, all towards gas, so $230.70. $25 went into the online vehicle sinking fund. So into our emergency fund, I put $140 of a completed savings challenge plus the $53 that I budget for it. So that meant that $193 went into the emergency fund. I did set aside $40 into the medical sinking fund, nothing for tattoos, and $160 towards next summer's summer daycare. Into our cash savings challenges, we had $289 that went there. Okay, so that means that we put $1,062.70 into sinking funds. If I subtract that from the $1,747.84 that we had going into sinking funds, we now have $685.14 left to budget. I had so that went into our gas sinking fund. I also had a bill for our kind of bulk gas fill that we do that I budgeted nothing for, and it was $323.32, which I covered that with my mileage check. I also took some money from that mileage check and bought some work shirts. They once a year, twice a year, they come out with the work t-shirt shop and work, whatever, a whole bunch of different kinds of shirts and jackets and stuff with our logo on it. So I got 2 t-shirts, but they don't cover it for us. We do have to cover it ourselves. So just use some of the mileage reimbursement to buy 2 t-shirts. And then, I have been, this is why I'm start doing it on the spreadsheet. So then I've also been, instead of relying on our bulk gas, I have been getting gas with a Quick Start gift card and purchasing that through a fundraising platform that then we get a certain percentage back that goes to our school lunch accounts. it's supposed to go back to the school, but the school says, hey, do it, and we'll put it all on your, whether it's your before and after school program account, your lunch account, your preschool tuition account, whatever. The only thing I have right now is school lunch. So towards that, then I put $120, and then it's a 29-cent processing fee for that. Nothing toward the buffer. So our other category, which isn't actually other, that's just where it's falling on here, is $465.61. If I subtract that from $685.14 that we had there, that leaves us with a leftover of $219.53 after everything was put back in. And so then we come down to our final category, which is extra debt. And that is what we put on our debt, that entire $219.53. So that brings us down to our zero-based budget. All right, there you have it. That's what that looks like. If you have questions, I'm always happy to answer them. I appreciate you guys watching my messy budgeting videos. And until next time, guys, bye.